Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with The Witcher, this time episode 4. In the last episode, Yennefer, she kind of dumped Istrid and she became a full-time sorceress in exchange of not being able to have a child or actually to bear a child anymore. Geralt went to Temeria where he met Triss, of course. She was helping King Foltest, so he helped her save the Striga, which actually was the king's daughter. We hadn't seen much of Ciri. She woke up and she went into a forest. Also, Dara took an arrow to the knee. No, that's something different. To the shoulder. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start. So, without further ado, let's do this.
I'm lost. I don't know how I got here.
You are in Brokilon Forest. Follow me. He's fine.
I was there. What's that stench?
Soaking more guts. Had to get it from the inside. I'll take what I'm owed.
According to your Witcher, a friend of humanity.
Time to repay your debt. What debt? You're probably asking yourself in your head. Well, I'll tell you.
He looked so betrayed. I'm so happy that he's back. You should have said that from the beginning.
I'm not killing anyone. Not over the petty squabbles of men.
Yes. You never get involved. Except you actually do all of the time. Do witches ever retire?
Yeah. When they slow and get killed.
They never die in their bed.
I need no one. And the last thing I want is someone needing me.
Right, so stick close to me, look mean, and pretend you're a mute. Can't have anyone finding out who you actually are.
Geralt of Rivia, the mighty Witcher!
It's nice seeing someone being actually happy. See Geralt.
Suitors will vie all night for Princess Pavetta's hand.
So is that Ciri's mother?
Truth be known, he was kicked in the balls by an ox as a child.
Here, drown your sorrows on me, eunuch.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow, thank you. Thank you so much.
He smiled.
Besides, that boorish lout is the key to Sintra holding power after I taste clay. You can have who you want when you're married. You have your mother's blood. You'll be fine. We adapted, fought off the mutants and men who sought our end. Now only we remain.
Perhaps the lords encountered rare subspecies of manticore. There was no slaying. I had my ass kicked by a ragged band of elves. I was about to have my throat cut when Filavandrel let me go.
My mother slaughtered my family.
No, that's not true.
She ordered it. After Filavandrel's
She
uprising.
wouldn't do that. I love that I traded everything to get my seat at court. I love that I believed that it would all be worth it. That this would be my legacy. And I really, really love that instead I've gotten to spend the last 3 decades
Oh, 30 years.
stupid political messes.
Oh, hello. Oh, how you doing?
I can't hold it! Hurry! Get up, he used as witch.
Bitch.
How could you not foresee this? You're supposed to protect me.
Oh my god, yeah. At least you should have taken the baby.
All this because male tradition.
Oh my god.
If I were a man,
If I were a
I'd tell the
man,
whole lot of them to fuck off.
right.
Outright Ep04 should
You
marry
could
them.
do that as a woman too, but you don't want to.
Why are there so few of you left?
They don't make him anymore.
It is no longer possible to create more of us since the sacking of Camoran. Why do you risk your life on the battlefield when you can rest on your throne?
Because there is a simplicity in killing monsters, is there not? Seems we are quite the pair, Geralt of Rivia.
No.
I am Lord Urcheon of Erlenwald, and I have come to claim your daughter's hand in marriage.
She knew about him. She was expecting him. That's why she was so going on with Geralt, fighting if needed.
No, this is no monster.
I order you.
Oh my god.
This night has been cursed.
No, the music is beautiful. I think I said it in every episode.
Kill them!
Kill me.
There you go, aced. Oh, Geralt put Renfri's brooch on his steel sword. That's so cute. That monster insect reminds me of something similar from Skyrim. I forgot the name, something with C. In the farmer caves, Kaurus? Something like that.
Take her instead.
Bitch!
As a sacrifice.
Kill her, please. Just kill her. Ooh. There's something similar, only that doesn't have the blades and spits poison. Okay, Jennifer. Oh, poor child.
Destiny helps people believe there's an order to this whole shit. There isn't.
But
But a promise made must
there
be
you
honored.
go.
That's true for a commoner, as it is for a queen.
It's your destiny.
Hold your wig. Hold your wig.
Leave your past behind. Join us. Drink and forget.
Why isn't it working?
Come. Shankayam calls to you.
But is it a good idea to bury her in the sand so close to the water? Like, first wave, that sand will wash off, and then the drowners will come.
I think this has the makings of my greatest father.
If you're alive in the morning, don't grope for trout in any peculiar rivers until dawn.
That's an interesting way of saying it.
I claim the tradition as you have. The lore of surprise. Give me that which you already have, but do not know. Destiny can go.
And that's how you end with Siri. Fuck.
Fuck.
Danny
Access to immense primal power.
is
Yeah.
Siri's
I had no idea.
father. Now I understand things. I can see nothing.
The bond that will come into being between you and this child, when it is born, will be extraordinary.
Mind yourself. True words are rare birds in courts Watch for daggers in your back. Or more likely poison. Be careful, old friend.
No. Nilfgaard. Oh, that was nice. Fringilla. Okay.
Is it working?
Calanthe's progeny is in Broccolon Forest.
Oh, Mossack. Oh, he took the flag. So we're seeing Dara with them. They are all women. They kill all the men. So what's his future in there? So that was the thing. I really enjoyed the episode. It was really good. We're slowly catching up with the present days, past 30 years, in Yennefer's and in Gerald's, I think. I also really liked Henry in this episode. His portrayal of Gerald was, I think, the best till now. The slight changes in his expression, made it a lot more believable. Again, Geralt has a lot of emotions, even if others don't believe that. But I guess it's also playing in his favor. Once again, I made the list and I'm going one by one. The first one is the Law of Surprise. It's not the first time that I hear about it. I think it was in the third game when Geralt was kind of talking a little bit about it. It's pretty simple. It's a, let's say, a form of payment for a favor, or when you save someone's life and you don't ask for something specific, asking for something that you have but you don't know yet. I think most of the times is a child, because that is like the biggest surprise, I guess. As Pavetta was, and now what series, a surprise child, but it can be anything. As East said, it can be a pup or anything else. Maybe like your cat brought home a dead bird and you didn't knew that you have that, and you can give them that. I kind of understand why Renfrey kept telling him that, the girl in the woods awaits you and it's your destiny, is because Geralt got Ciri by the Law of Surprise. And Mosag was making a big deal not to go against the law, against the destiny, because the destiny is this really powerful thing that you shouldn't mess with. You can't defy destiny. So in this universe, the destiny is a big thing. So now Ciri and Geralt are bound together by this greater power that you can't escape, and pretty much now the destiny has to work a little bit harder to get them together, which in the end will happen. Next one is Fringilla. So she's with Nilfgaard, and she did this cool trick spell thing, ritual. It was like a tracking thing to find where Ciri is, but honestly I don't know how sustainable it is if you have to kill one of your own every time. But I guess she did it because Calante was dead and cold and she needed fresh, warm guts. I don't know, but it was pretty cool. But I also don't think it's like accepted to do that. I don't know if I remember this from the Witcher games, or but hopefully not from like other shows or other games. But I think also, I hope it's not like a spoiler or something, but I think that certain spells and rituals are not accepted, like in the brotherhood and sisterhood, and I don't know, but I think something like blood magic or something like that, or necromancy, both of them or one of them, I don't know. I hope I'm not wrong. The next thing is the Broken Forest and the Dryads. I think is the first time that I hear about them, but I also may be wrong. But was really interesting. From what I gathered, the Broken Forest was there even before the conjunction of the spheres. The waters are powerful. I think it can heal um, outside and inside, also makes you forget. And there is also this tree, I think it's called Shankayan. I think they were talking about it. The Dryads are only women. They killed the men and the monsters in the forest, and now they live there. It's kind of their place. Um, Also, I think everyone is scared to go in there because the feather guy was like, going there with an army is not the best thing to do, so they have to find another way. So that was pretty interesting. Next is Jennifer. It seems like she regrets her decision. Well, it was a rush decision, and they are not the best ones that you can take. I think she imagined being this powerful sorceress living at the king's court, and everyone will need her, and kings and queens and people with respect her and adore her, the greatest mage that ever graced the court. But instead, she spent the last 30 years being a political advisor, and now she was practically a babysitter. It's definitely not what she hoped for when she denied Istrid's proposal. She said about that will be like suicide, but what she's doing now, it's not that far away. She also thought that that will be her legacy, but I think right now her biggest regret is not being able to have a child. I also think that now that's what she wants the most, like a real legacy. But in a way, I don't feel that she has that mother instinct. But I think what that queen said, that she's the baby's whole world, kind of resonated with her. She wants someone to love her and, depend on her, to feel that she is actually needed. When she was talking on the beach, she seemed really bored and tired of her life. Like, nothing is exciting anymore. Like, family and friends, they like all pass and they're not a big deal. And lovers could be fun for a bit, but I think she feels that there's nothing in this world that can bring a little happiness and excitement to her life. So I think this is another reason, the only thing that could kind of improve her life right now. I don't know. And maybe her not being able to protect the queen and the child is what gets her in trouble with the Brotherhood, and that's why she was running. And the last thing that I want to talk about is Queen Calante, and what I'm gonna say is just a personal opinion. It's my preference and nothing more. You can agree or disagree with me. I have no problem with it. So, Queen Calante, I actually liked her, like her personality in the first episode was really interesting to see a queen, a woman going into battle, not being like the usual queen. So I really enjoy that. But this episode completely changed my opinion and impression of her. I don't quite like her anymore. She's not what I thought she is. I thought she's this badass woman, but in my opinion, there are other ways to look like or to be a badass. The wind is crazy. Ciara is coming. And I'm not talking about the singer because when I heard it in the news, I thought that it was actually the singer, but no, it's this powerful wind. She's kind of like, oh, look at me, I fight in battles, but I also drink. And I have no problem with drinking, but like the way she does it, not necessarily like but she's like royalty. Like, shouldn't you be a little more elegant? I don't know, more tame. Take the what's called the big ass cup and drink it and then throw it on the floor, because I also insult people for no reason at all. I kill and hate elves and everything that's not human, and I give my daughter to someone that she doesn't even want, just for political gain. Yet men are idiots and their rules are stupid. But if I was a man, I will do this and that. And like, since when a banquet is a man rule? And she was like, oh, I have to pretend to be decent and fair. But when was she decent and fair? I'm not saying it because she's a woman. If it was a man, I wouldn't like it either. A queen should make the rules, and if there are just, no one will have a problem that she's a female. I don't know. It's not that important to the story, actually. It's just, again, my personal opinion. I think I'm just kind of disappointed. And she, like I said, she's not what I thought she'll be. I think every time they try to show like a badass woman, most of the times she just acts like this stereotypical man. And like, I don't like that. I don't like that in men or woman. Did did it make any sense what I said? I don't know. Hopefully someone understood what I wanted to say. Also, in the first episode, she was talking about how terrible the Nilfgaardian soldiers are and what horrible things they do, yet the Sintra's army isn't any better. What Dara was describing was pretty gruesome. I feel really sorry for him. He's the only one left. He has nowhere to go, and pretty much everyone is hunting him. So in a way, he's not that different from Ciri. She also has no family left. The Nilfgaardians are looking for her, and but at least like she has or will have Geralt to take care of her, at least that. But I really feel sorry for Dara. I don't blame him for wanting to forget everything. It's actually really, really sad. Imagine that. Like to go through so many things, go through so much shit that you just don't care anymore. Like you just want everything wiped out. Probably also the good memories, probably like don't know how much makes like what exactly you forget. Only the bad memories or also the good memories like everything else. So you like stay there. Anyway, I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy and I will see you next time. Bye.